Hello friends, welcome back one more time on my YouTube channel Dr.Nilesh Advice. Today I am going to discuss something related to the sleep in the children. So few days before I have one child who came into my OPD and the mother is complaining. The teacher has informed that child is not able to concentrate in his studies. The child is almost in the grade 7 or grade 8 and he is not concentrating in the studies and his marks are started going down. So he is not able to perform into the scholastic activities, he is not able to perform in the physical activities which they are doing in the school. So the teacher has raised the concern that what is happening to your child, whether there are any issues in the family, whether there is issues with his friends, is there any bullying, what is causing the problem that child who was very bright and now his marks are going down. So teacher asks to go for the follow-up with the doctor and check is there anything wrong with your child. So when I have seen this child, I have started evaluating by his vital parameters, heart rate, respiratory rate, blood pressure, examinations I have done, everything looks fine, like his chest is okay. I did the inquire with the child also, so I found that there might be something wrong related to his friends, his hobbies, his habit. There might be some issues related with the bullying in the school or something like that should be there. Some psychological component should be there in this examination. Then during the examination and by interviewing the child, I found a number of the things which was alarming in that form that it is causing the disturbances in his routine day-to-day activities and his school performance is started going down. So what are those alarming signs which I have picked up, which is related to the sleep of the child? Child was not able to sleep well because of the number of the reasons. This child was not able to sleep well because of the number of the reasons, but among them the topmost reason was that the sleep hygiene was not good, or the pattern of the sleep was not established in this child, or he was doing the different activities when there was actual time for the sleep. And this issue is becoming more and more prevalent in the community because of the various reasons, and how to address the sleep related issues, because the sleep is ignored part in the child health, because when the child is playing late in the evening, late in the night, still the parents feel that yeah, he is playing, he is active, so let him play, but that is compromising the baby's sleep, and there are consequences of the lack of the sleep or the less sleep, specifically in the elder children when they have the more of the school related burdens, they have more physical activities in the school. So the lack of the sleep affect their performances, affect their health. Forget about the performances, but their health ultimately start getting affected. There will be the change, lot of changes in their heart rate, blood pressure, their understanding pattern, their behavior. They become more aggressive. So those are the things keeps on happening when the child is not able to get adequate sleep. Now the sleep disturbances can be there because of the number of the reason. There can be the reason related to the illness, like some children who has the very big tonsils glands or very big adenoids gland, their nose is getting blocked, so that's why they are not able to breathe well in the night, so that's why their sleep is getting disturbed. Many times the associated illnesses like the ear infections, recurrent nasal discharge, recurrent coughing, all those things affects the sleep of the child, and the child is not able to sleep well. Those are the basically the related to the illness, like the child has some illness and child is not able to sleep well. But other than that, there are certain environmental issues, or maybe you can say that the modification of the environment which is not able to make the child sleep well. There are certain habits which is getting developed in the children, so that's how child is not able to sleep well. So how you can make the child sleep well, and how you can maintain the good sleep hygiene so the child develop the adequate sleep and their growth is not getting affected, their health is not getting affected. All those things we are going to discuss today in this video. So how you can modify the sleep pattern so that child has the adequate sleep. Commonly what we are observing in the OPD when we are checking with the child, if the school is in the morning hours, then on the school days child sleep early, like around 7 p.m. or the 8 p.m. or latest by 9 p.m. But when they have holidays, on those days child sleep late and he wakes up also late. So as a standard rule, what we advise that even if there is a public holiday or the weekly holidays in the school, child should try to sleep around that time. So if in the school days he is sleeping at 8 o'clock, so on the holidays he can sleep at 8:30 or 9. But there shouldn't be the gross difference, like in the school days he is sleeping at 8 o'clock and the holidays he is sleeping at around 12 midnight. It is a very wide difference. So if the child will sleep late, obviously he will wake up late, so that will disturb his rhythm of the sleep. His wake up cycle, his sleep cycle is getting a lot disturbed. Once in a while if that is getting disturbed is okay, but like in the all the weekly holidays, on all the public holidays, if the child is doing that, then ultimately the pattern of the sleep is getting disturbed, which will cause more disturbances in the cycle of the sleep. So try to maintain a relatively flexible but up to a certain time frame that you can allow the child. Now second thing what we have observed, that there is always some electronic gadgets in the child's room. I don't think the child need any electronic gadgets in his bedroom. So like if the TV or the computer or the laptop, even the mobiles, if the mobiles are there in the child's bedroom, then definitely child is going to watch the videos or on the YouTube, any kind of the activity he will do on the screen, basically on the mobile. So that will affect his sleep. So to avoid the putting any gadgets in the bedroom, and this advice is applicable to almost all the human beings, but like the working parents, they need the phone in the night, so they can keep, but they have to balance it out how they can adjust with that. Third thing what I have observed, that many times, like if the sleeping time is fixed, like suppose child is sleeping at around 8:30 or 9 o'clock, before that if the child is doing like the exertional activities or like the activities which excites them, like the kind of the running activities, jumping activities, or if they play any video games on the phone with the flashing lights, so that will make the child awake for a longer time, so they will not able to sleep that easily, so that the initiation of the sleep is little bit difficult. So like the excitatory stimulus type of the activities needs to be get avoided at least half an hour or 1 hour before the sleep. In the many families they drink the tea or the coffee before going to the sleep. Basically tea and coffee contains the excitatory chemicals like the tannin and the caffeine that stimulates your brain, so your sleep is going to get delayed. So like if you will drink the tea and if you will go to the sleep, then your sleep will be get delayed by around 1 to 1.5 hours. So those kind of the drinks which contains this type of the excitatory chemicals like the tannin and caffeine needs to be get avoided before going to the sleep. Next thing is like the when you are plant the baby to go to the sleep, you can relax the environment. So you can reduce any loud music you are playing or any kind of the recurrent activities or the vigorous activities that you will reduce, so that that environment should go calm down. In the rooms, in the bedroom, half an hour or 1 hour before the sleeping time, start dimming the light, so that the light itself is the inhibitor of the sleep. So you reduce the light or the dim the light, so that will make the child little bit consoling environment. Don't play loud music or the sound while the baby is going to sleep. So you can keep some soothing music. Maybe there are a lot of musics available if you will search on the YouTube, or like the soothing music. So you can play around half an hour, so that will soothe or control the brain activity and they will go to the sleep easily. Many times what happen that some children don't do any activities in the daytime, and then they will go to the sleep. So if there is no activity in the daytime, then there will be difficulty in going for the sleep. So initiation of sleep is going to get delayed. So let them do more activities like the running activities, exercise in the daytime, so that they will be feel bit tired, and as soon as they will go to the bedroom, they will sleep. The surrounding environments also plays the role, because if there are a lot of insects are there or the mosquitoes are there, the sounds are there, then obviously the child will not able to sleep into that environment. Many times what happened that if there is gross changes in the bedrooms, like you have changed some mattresses or you have changed some lights, then also child will find little bit difficulty in the initiation of the sleep. So basically what I have discussed is that the initiation of sleep is very important, that you have to create that environment that child should sleep. So you calm down the environment, you reduce the light into the bedroom at that time, don't play louder music, sound in that environment, don't do exertional activity immediately before the child wants to go to the sleep. Let him do play more in the daytime, so that he will feel tired and he will sleep. So those are the important modifications you can do to maintain the good sleep hygiene. So if the sleep hygiene is good, obviously child will sleep well. If the child will sleep well, then his daytime activity, his daytime attention, his performance, his thinking capacity, his weight gain, his health, all those things will be normal. So sleep hygiene is a neglected subject into the children, but I think I have given the proper justice to this topic, that how to maintain a good sleep hygiene. And this recommendation are equally true for the even adults, because many times, like if you have the previous night you have the done the watch the movie, or you have went out and you have slept late around 2 a.m. 3 a.m., then your performance on the next day is going to get affected. So parents are basically the role model for the sleep hygiene for the children. So if you will maintain the good habit or good sleep hygiene, children will follow that, and children will able to give the justice to their sleep, so that they can perform well. So friends, I think this information will be useful to you, and most of the parents many times ask these questions. So I thought that let me make one video, so that it will be giving you the good insights about how the sleep affects and how you can maintain those good sleep patterns. If you like this information, you can share with your friends, you can share with your colleague, and if you are first time on my YouTube channel, then you can subscribe also. Thank you very much.